Hey everybody, this is Mike from GetYourRockOut, and I'm here at Hard Rock Hell Hammerfest, Hard Rock Hell United, with Magnus from Eclipse. How you doing, mate?
I'm very good, thanks. How are you?
I'm doing good. You're on stage in about a couple of hours, 4 or 5 hours. Now, how are you feeling right now? You feeling good? Feeling nervous?
Yeah, slightly nervous, but it's a good feeling. Yeah, I'm just warming up. I'm getting there. Yeah.
It's interesting, this festival setup. You know, you guys are on the AOR stage, kind of melodic rock stage. Right across the way from you is all the sleaze, the stoner rock, the doom rock. What do you think of this kind of festival setup? You know, you're on a specific stage that's geared to your kind of music. Across the way, there's another set that's geared to your kind of music. Fans just crissing and crossing, finding out what they like. What do you think of this setup?
That's cool. I would prefer being at the more metal side of the stage. I don't really see Eclipse as an AOR band, really, but it's a cool idea. I like it. But it would have been a good thing to share the stage with all the other bands, because we want to widen our audience. Yeah. And obviously, everyone at the AOR stage, they know who we are already. So, but it's a really cool concept. I like the festival.
Is there any other bands that are playing now that you are kind of looking forward to seeing? Anyone that you hang out with, or are you just kind of? Is this your first time at this particular festival?
Yeah, it's the first time. Yeah. So
just getting used to a whole thing then.
Yeah, we just arrived a couple of hours ago, so we had a beer and we've been doing interviews. So I haven't got the chance to check it out so far.
It is a good festival. It's a good. Great pilgrimage vibe, I guess. People come here every year, they just indulge in a load of metal. Sometimes they've never heard of it, sometimes they've bands that they know that they're going to like. You're going to make a lot of new fans today, I think, is what's going to happen.
Yeah, I hope so. It's a very familiar feeling. It's like a big family, everyone here, so it's going to be cool.
So the new album is called Armageddon Eyes, which is probably the coolest album title yet this year. Tell me about that album, tell me about the making of it.
We wrote and recorded it very quick, in 3 months. So we didn't have much time to think about it. We just wrote, and we wanted to have 11 great tracks. That was our only goal. And I think we achieved that. And the album's been getting awesome reviews so far. A lot of full scores, and everyone is just raving about it. So the response has been overwhelming, really. So it's been going very well so far.
And is this part of then the album tour, or is this like a one-off festival? Are you doing like UK dates? Have you already done UK dates? What are you doing?
Yeah, we're actually in the middle of the tour right now. We started in Sweden and Stockholm a week ago, and 2 days ago we were in Edinburgh, and tomorrow we're going to Swansea. Okay. So we're right in the middle of the English leg of the tour, and then we're going to continue in Spain next weekend. So, yeah.
You can get to some nice warm weather, having been in Wales today. It's a bit cold, bit nippy, bit chilly today.
Yeah, hopefully it's going to be warmer in Spain.
How about the summer? Have you got any festival appearances lined up?
Yeah, we're doing Väsby outside of Stockholm, and we're going to do a South Park festival in Finland, and some other stuff I can't remember, but we're being booked as we speak right now. So
it's all top secret negotiations?
No, not top secrets. We're negotiating, as you said. So we'll see.
I'm always curious when I encounter a Scandinavian band, especially one from Sweden. Sweden's got such a rich history of, metal music, that kind of thing, the Gothenburg scene and all that kind of thing. Do you find sometimes it's intimidating being part of such a big scene, or is it exciting more, to be a part of this grand, You're one of the main locations in the whole world. It's like a metal centre. Yeah. Do you find it? Well, how do you find it? Do you find it's a challenge sometimes, or is it more welcome to be a part of a scene that's so established?
I haven't thought about it really, but I guess it's a healthy competition, because there are so many great musicians in Sweden. So, I haven't thought about it. So, yeah, I mean, but in the 80s, Britain was the main place for hard rock. That's where all the heavy metal came from. So, and now I guess it's Sweden's turn to produce all the metal. And
It's got a good fan base. People expect musical intricacy and great musicianship, you know, like really well-worked music, well-written music. So you guys, you know, just if you've got great virtuosity, I guess you'd be fine, wouldn't you?
Yeah. I mean, we got free music school if you want in Sweden. So if you really want to get into it, you don't have to pay a lot of money. So, and we got a big musical tradition as well with all the folk music, and so there's just music everywhere, especially in Stockholm where I come from. There are rock bars and blues bars and jazz bars. So it's just part of our culture.
So music is really kind of ingrained from birth in a way, you know, you just have all these different influences hitting you. When you decided then to pursue this line of music, how much would you say you were influenced by your local kind of area, you know, the music of Sweden, and how much were you influenced by outside of Sweden?
Well, I wasn't very influenced by Swedish music from the beginning, because back then there were no good hard rock bands from Sweden. So I was just more into the traditional rock and roll from America, like the 60s, Elvis, Buddy Holly and that stuff. Yeah. And I think Europe was the first really good Swedish hard rock band that came along. So, but before that, I don't think there were any good bands. So.
But yeah, I'm just always curious. I'm always interested in the Scandinavian scene. Is it true that in Norway you can get government subsidies to help you as a musician? You know, you can play music with government help for music, because in Britain that's just completely unheard of. It's like if you want to be a musician, you have to balance it out with like a regular paying job, and you end up not sleeping. You know, you can never fit everything in together. People really struggle over here. In Scandinavia, it seems like it's more encouraged to be a musician in a way.
Yeah, I don't know about the thing in Norway. I haven't heard about it, but that might be true. I mean, they got a lot of money in Norway, so why not? But we don't have that in Sweden, though. So I'm doing part-time jobs and stuff like that. So I can't survive just doing this. So, but
for the fun of it.
Yeah. But if you want to learn, you got a lot of options, like all the schools I was talking about, and so. But it's tough being a musician in Sweden, because there are a lot of bands, and I mean the venues and the bars, they are quite spoiled, actually. So they get to have all the good bands, but they don't want to pay for them. So yeah.
Oh, well, on that note, we can identify with you there, because it's the exact same over here. So.
Yeah. And I mean, when we play in other parts of Europe, like in Spain or Italy, we are just welcomed with open arms. They think it's such an honor to have us there. But back home, it's just who cares? You know.
Oh well, you'll get a warm welcome here, I guarantee you. We're going to have to wrap this interview up very shortly. Do you have a message into the camera for all our readers at Get Your Rock Out?
You should definitely check out our new album, Armageddon Eyes, if you haven't already. And if you have, I expect to see you at one of our shows on the Armageddon Eyes tour in 2015. Rock out.
Thank you very much. Have a good show, man.
Thank you, man.
Cheers.
Pleasure.